Let's go. In your first house, you have the Palace of Swords. So the Palace of Swords is all about the state of mind. So you're thinking, you're planning, you're deciding, you're making choices. You're doing this in your mind, but you have no problem taking an action. When it comes down to it, you got to do what you got to do, and that's what you're going to do, right? So, this is your present position. It's like, and think about the sword's mind. It's like, as much as it can, say yes, no, this is what I need to do, blah 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 blah. There's anxiety in there, and so I'm feeling a lot of anxiety with you guys. I'm feeling like, I'm planning, I'm doing, I'm trying to stay in the light, I'm trying to stay in the good vibes, I'm trying to think about what I want, not what I have, and I'm trying to like manifest and manifest. But this is your state and spirit. And this is, so if you've never seen me, sorry. If you've never seen me, love to me is that energy that moves through all vibrations. It's just the force and the intention and the energy that moves through it. So I could be talking about your business. I could be talking about your love life. I could be talking about your family. I could be talking about your relationships with friends, coworkers, wherever your energy has been in. I could be talking about you, right? That's love to me. So, with this state of mind that you're at, Spirit's advice in this situation, because they're crossing you, is that you have some relief coming. They understand that it's a little bit uneasy of a feel. They understand that because you've been working so hard. But they're saying that you have some relief coming. These things that you've been working on, you're going to get a break in. Okay, so just continue to focus on them, continue to do them. It's not just about the focus and intention, but it's about the actions that you're taking. So when things come to you, or people come to you, or situations come to you, as much as you don't want to handle it, because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, because you don't want to say anything, for whatever reason, just make those decisions and stand up for what you know. Stand up for what you want, and that's going to clear the way to get this Three of Cups, okay? And this is a beautiful, beautiful break. It's not done yet. The 3 means it's not finished, but you get a break and you get to where you're a little bit closer to understanding that your dreams are coming through or coming true, right? So what you came from is either this person, which is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen to me is not gender specific. The Queen to me means that they had the characteristics of an air sign, which they were making decisions. Maybe they hurt your feelings. Maybe they were standing their ground. Whatever the situation was, they sort of made themselves known to you, and you were not happy with that, right? And some of you were actually shocked with that. So, whatever this was, it caused you to have to think and do other things and think about what your next move was, right? So that's for some of you, that you came through that and now you're here. And doing these things is going to get you this, okay? Now for others of you, this was you. You were being very direct. You were being very courageous. You were saying, this is mine because it's always been mine. I'm going to take the action. I'm going to make my way, and I'm going to do the things that I need to do because I'm trying to get to a place where I'm comfortable, I am stable, and I am loved, right? So either way, this was a person or you that came through that, and now you're here. Now, at the beginning of the 2 weeks, you're taking this step even further. I see it. And listen, Sagittarius, you're doing it right. So you're taking this step even further. So you're thinking and planning about what actions do I need to take? What is really mine? What is it that I really want? What is it that I'm trying to get in this world? How is it that I'm trying to be with people and myself in this world? And then a step from that, you're going to this, the Palace of Coins, which is still in your mind. It's still a state of mind. But you know that state of mind gets you manifestations. That's what Saggies understand. That state of mind is going to get you the manifestation. So the Palace of Coins is all about something that's long term, which, hello, is about your 12th house, long term. So something you're like thinking, how am I going to make this very, very stable? Not just what I want and what I know is mine, but what's going to grow? Who? The person I've been dealing with, or a new person in my life, or my business, or myself, or my family. Like, What is that that's going to be very solid and stable, and not just what do I have to do because I already know it's mine from here, but what do I have to do to make it stick, to have a solid, solid foundation, okay? So it looks like the first 2 weeks you're still going to be planning that. This is your state of mind, and this is a great state of mind to be in. Why? Because if you've seen me before, you understand thoughts become things. So this is a great state of mind to be in because thoughts become things. You see how beautiful, green, stable. You see how beautiful that castle is, but how lovely the outside is as well. And that's what you're trying to get to. But you need to be in this state to receive those benefits. And Jupiter is going to help you manifest those things in the physical. Now, from your 5th position, this is from your higher self. I always ask your higher self, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward in love? You have the 4 of Wands. So your higher self wants you to know there is a space soon, if it's not already for some of you, where it's very, very stable. You just have to walk through that door. We know you're scared. We know it doesn't look really good to some of you. We understand. So let me just say this, because they're reminding me that I've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of people for mediumship, right? And so I've talked to a lot of people over the years, even before doing mediumship, from the other side. The one thing, a really, really important thing that they've said over and over is that they always say, if I was just not afraid, my blessing was right around the corner. If I just wasn't fearful of what people said, of how I acted, or what I thought it wasn't going to be, or how long I thought it was going to take, if I just wasn't afraid, my blessing, that manifestation, those things were right around the corner. And they can see that once they've crossed over. And so that is the inspiration and the thing that they tell us a lot, the thing that they've told me a lot. They say if I had one thing, if it was just that I wasn't afraid to take the next step, to keep on going. Because I've talked to a lot of them. And that's one recurring theme. And so what they're saying with this is, it's right there for some of you. It's right there. You just got to keep going. Don't be fearful. We know that you're afraid, but take that energy and use it and focus it. Stand in who you are. The blessed being that you are, that you can have everything and anything that you want. Okay? That's the important message. Now, in your 6th position, yeah, they went deep with you guys. In your 6th position, this is the second half of the month. You have the Knight of Swords. Like, right around the corner. Look, right around the corner for you guys. You think it's coming, and it will be it. Okay? So the Knight of Swords says, you have an offering coming from like nowhere. Again, from your 12th house. Nowhere. This is going to you're going to be like, what? I knew that I knew, but I didn't know how it was going to happen. And wow. Okay? Some of you, that is a person coming into your life to change your life. Others of you, that's a person coming into your life, but to change your life in a romantic way, or some of you it's in a business way, or some of you it's in a very spiritual way. Okay. Others of you, this is the gift that you not the gift, but one of the major gifts that you've been waiting for, or offers that you've been waiting for. And I see, depending on your life cycle, because I see it all, but depending on your life cycle, I think I've said this before, obviously for the 20-year-olds, it's going to be different than the 30-year-olds and the 40-year-olds and the 50-year-olds, right? We all have life cycles. So the offer can be different things. But for some of you, it's like the one that helps you expand so much, right? Some of you, this is a romantic partner coming in to be the Knight. The Knight, if you've never seen it before, is a beautiful, beautiful thing. The Knight is someone there that can be what you're wanting and needing for this phase of your life. They are not here to stay forever. That is not your life partner, but they feel like it because they're exactly what you're wanting and needing, right? And they have this understanding, and I'm telling you, you'll know at night, because they have this understanding. When the king comes, they bow out. It's just kind of how it is. Like, have you ever been dating somebody and then all of a sudden your relationship person comes in and the one that you were dating just sort of kind of knows and backs out? Have you ever had that? That's the Knight. So that's for some of you. That's what you'll be dealing with in the second half of October. I'm telling you, Saggies, they're going deep with you guys. All right. So in the seventh, it's part of you guys too being so open, because I can see a lot. In your seventh position, this is your fear. Your fear is the Magician. Yeah, I can see it. You're saying, do I really have all that it takes to be what I want to be, to do what I want to do, to have stability in this life? I know this life is hard, and they've made it, like society's made it really hard to be able to be stable and loving and happy and joyful. Like, where's your joy? You have joy for everybody else, but deep inside, you sort of look for it, right? And so your fear is, do I really have what it takes? Do I really, am I really the Magician? You are. You know you are. These are just thoughts that you have. And remember, a fear is just there to remind you of what you want and what you don't want. You know you don't want to not be that. So focus on what you want. Focus on what you are. Focus on what you're going to become. Focus on that. Okay? It's just a fear. We live in a world of duality. It's something to bounce off of, right? Okay, so in your eighth position, this is how a loved one will be viewing you or dealing with you, or this is the universe. Now, for some of you, they're saying, you see with the Three of Coins, it takes dedication and detail in doing what you need to do. And so they're saying, you're right, you're doing it already, and we're very proud of you. Continue to do that, because you're at a 3. You're at a 3. Okay? And then the 4 comes. All right? That's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like this person's going to come and help you. I feel like this person comes into your life, whether it's business, romance, whatever this is, friendship for some of you, just friendship. This person helps you in this. That's how he or she sees you. They're like, you know what I feel? I feel like they come in and they're like so proud of you, and they're in awe of you, and they're like, you know, I want to get to know this person better, and I believe in this person's cause, and I believe in what they do, and I believe in the way that they see, and I want to help. That's what I'm seeing with this. So that's how they'll be dealing with you and viewing you in the month of October. Okay. Now, in your ninth position, I almost said ninth house. In your ninth position, this is your hopes and dreams. But for some of you, I mean, the way that I see it is that outer realm of the energy that you're bringing in. So you have the Justice card. So for some of you, so this has to do with legal documents. Some of you may be moving. Some of you may be like having to write a lease or buy a car or buy a home or something like that. Whatever this is, these are documents that are coming to you. For others of you, I see this in a very different way though. I feel like there has been so much injustice done to you, and few, it's not all of you, but few of you know how much injustice has been done to you. That you always took the high road, that you never said anything, that you smiled and just walked away. I feel like the time is coming where it's all balancing out, and you're going to get justice for this, okay? So I do feel like that's coming in. I feel like you'll get evidence of it here in the month of October. I don't feel like it'll be finished in October, but I feel like you'll have the evidence of it, okay? So in your 10th position, this is the overall outcome of what you'll be working through in the month of October. You have the 7 of Swords. So you guys know this card, for those of you that have been watching me with the dailies. And by the way, I can't do the dailies while I'm getting these Jupiter transits out for the month of October. So once I do all of them, then I can start getting the dailies out. So the 7 of Swords, if you've watched me, is about that place where you've already fought some of the war, but you know how when you fought the war and you've retreated because you got to go back and rethink or do it another way, you got to see, you know, you're counting casualties, you're kind of seeing what's going on, and then then you go back out. That's what the Seven of Swords is about. Like really backing off after you've fought some battles. That's what it is. Fighting, once you've fought a battle, but you haven't won the war, you're just sort of retreating and you're looking and you're re-examining and you're sort of like, what do I do next? How do I do it better? How can I win this war? That's where you're at. That's the Seven of Swords. And you'll be like that in the month of October, because I feel like you're in your head a lot, which is good, because then you have these manifestations coming through. Okay? So I want to say be gentle with yourself. I'm sending you lots of love and light. You have some opportunities coming with this 12th house. It's just not all going to come at once, okay?